Lecturers have many things on me, papers and theses, you name it, but I have one thing they haven't got, cerebral palsy, and they've had that all my life, so I guess I'm pretty used to it. You can see what it affects pretty much my entire body. It is damage to the brain, but in layman's terms, it impacts everything but the brain. Cerebral palsy can cause cognitive difficulties, but very often doesn't. I always say, assume someone with CP doesn't have cognitive difficulties until they tell you they're still for Brexit. There are two main types of cerebral palsy, spasticity and athetosis. I have the second, which is why you can bust my stand-up act by saying I'm not actually entitled to use the word spastic, which I do a lot. If you want a crass text-style description of the two, spasticity is a teenager in a nightclub. All he wants to do is pull. But athetosis is like after he's taken a few poppers. He's all over the place. People with spasticity often look more in control, though they have far more internal problems due to their tone being high and their muscles constantly pulling. You could say people with spasticity are in one constant spasm, which may vary in strength, while people with athetosis get lots of different opposing spasms. So in terms of physios, those with spasticity need regular input to work against the tension, otherwise their muscles may wob, whereas us with athetosis need, well, who knows, your guess is as good as mine. I think with athetosis, the job of physio is a creative one, to think of new ways to help and to examine our gaits to work out which muscles are getting the raw steel and how to make it easier for them. Although we don't have the same issue with constant tension, the chances are we'll be using muscles in a highly creative way, relying on some, i.e. the ones we can move quite easily, a lot, while others, i.e. the ones we can't use so easily, very little. As a physio, it's your job to make a damage assessment and work out whether it's worth changing things or whether that will just cause things to hit the ground, quite literally sometimes. Another strange symptom of athetosis you have to look forward to is realizing that yes, every action does have an opposing reaction, but that opposing reaction may not be in any logical way related. You may start working with the right leg and suddenly see the left arm shoot up in the air. So good luck. Until my late teens, I had physio regularly, then it kind of trailed off, partly due to funding, but partly due to just no one really knowing what to throw at me. I've been told that there's so much wrong with how I walk, but because I become so good at walking in such a bad way, they dare not change anything. It's like gate Jenga. And just to finish, I'll mention walking devices. My first walking device was a K-walker, which I preferred for children as they keep you upright. So they're good when you're growing, but they aren't very stylish. However, I now use a Zimmer frame which goes in front of me, so it's better for making me lean forward, which is better at this age and a bit more stylish. So that's my introduction to cerebral palsy. I hope that helps.